What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be answering the question, how often should you be rotating your chickens from paddock to paddock? So let's jump into it. All right, so this is something that I love personally talking about, and if you've been following our channel at all, then you know that we rotationally graze our chickens using electric fencing. That's why we have portable chicken coops or mobile chicken coops, egg mobiles, whatever you want to call them. And we do that for a lot of reasons, but I'm not really going to go into that in this video. I'll probably hit on them some, but the biggest thing with rotational grazing is you do have to move them, and that is one of the cons to this type of system, is you do have to move your birds, and it is more labor intensive, but it's so much healthier for them in the end. Now the question becomes, how often do you have to rotate them? With that question, there's a lot of factors that go into that, so it's not just a one-size-fits-all answer, because the biggest thing that it comes down to is what's your stocking density. Now, stocking density is more so referred to, grazing ruminants like cattle and sheep, so it doesn't really apply specifically with chickens, but I think the concept is the same. Essentially, stocking density just comes down to the set area that you're going to have those animals in. So for example, if you had 100 chickens and you were going to put them in a 2,000 square foot paddock, which is not very big, or you had 100 chickens and you're going to put them on a 1 acre paddock. As you can see, if you have them on a 1 acre paddock, that's a lot more space for them to range, for them to forage. And so you would probably move them a little bit less versus if you had them on a 2,000 square foot paddock. Now, to answer the question specifically, we have different sizes of paddocks here on our farmstead, and we try to move them every single week. I think moving them every week in general, no matter what, I feel like is a good rule of thumb. You can move them more often. But there's a lot of reasons why you need to be moving them, and one of them is you want to get them off of their manure. This breaks the parasite cycle, and this is why you tend to see a lot of sickness within static chicken coops. And every time you look at a static chicken coop, just observe, and that's one of the permaculture principles, is make observations of the land that you're on. Animals move, and that's the way God designed them to be and to live. And so anytime you look at a static chicken coop, it's bare soil. There's absolutely nothing growing on it, and so that's something that you want to observe. And if you have your chickens in a paddock way too long, eventually they are going to trample and eat everything down to where it's just bare soil, and that's not what you want. That's not going to help you build your soil. It's not going to help you build your grasses. And so you need to avoid that, and that's why you do need to keep those birds moving. And I think the third reason is you also get new forage. You get new ground for them to scratch and peck, and you can, they get to eat new seeds that have blown in by the wind, or that the wind has blown in. So there's just a lot of benefits to rotational grazing. I've done many videos in the past on this topic. If you want to go check them out, you can go over to my chicken playlist where I have more videos. But all in all, I think in the end, if you're moving these birds in a somewhat large paddock where they have plenty of room to roam, then you need to be moving them at a minimum every week. Now, we do this system with our electric fencing with egg layers, not meat chickens. Now, you can do the same concept with meat chickens. But regardless, you need to be moving them. So if you found this content helpful, hit that subscribe button. And if y'all need any help whatsoever, make sure to comment down below. I'm here as an asset to help you in your journey. We look forward to seeing y'all in the next video. Happy growing.